as I say, it's been lost to history, but there are, or there would have been things like stories of trains full of potatoes rolling into a town that had been having a hunger problem, or a town in the freezing cold. In the way past when I was young, of course, like most people know, I was rich. And one of the reasons why I was rich, or so rich, and so why my trains always ran on time, why my trains were always the best, was because of some of the things I did. Um, like I said, whenever a town needed food, like there's actually pictures of them giving coal to the people that were freezing, that didn't have money. I could have charged for the coal, and there probably was some coal being sold, but also as long as the trains were going to the big metal foundries, I ordered people to stand on top of the train cars and to take the coal and shovel it out at people that wanted to get coal for the winter, that were freezing, because there were people that were freezing to death in those towns. And so I wasn't going to charge for that. I was like, I'll lose money, whatever. And I'm sure the coal miners, even the coal miners, said, well, we want to give them coal too. So anyway, like I say, there are many things like trains full of potatoes, or trains full of food that would roll into towns. There were ships loaded with grain and rice. There was a little bit of a problem where some bacteria or salmonella or something got contaminated and a town got sick. So I had my problems too, but or there was a ship that had sat out in the harbor for a little while too long, and then the food was actually contaminated, so by a mold or fungus, and that was my mistake and something I had to live with. Well, they say only about 150 people actually died from it, though, or got really sick from it. So it was just like a third of the ship or something. I don't really know. All I know is that I was told that somebody needed food, and I was like, all right, take those ships and go sail them over there and feed those people. So that's something I was always about, like I say. So that's one of the reasons why Scotland loved me so much, and other countries loved me so much, and why I basically just took over the world, was because whenever anybody needed anything, my trains rolled. Whether they were fixed or not, or barely running, they would move to help people. People in the snow. Like, it's America, it's the same thing. It's just that after a while, my people understood my desires and my wishes so well that I didn't need to ask them anymore. They just knew when those people need help, we help them. So, and then later on, when we need help, those people helped us. Or, like I say, the Dust Bowl of America, Germany helped with that. Most people didn't know that some immigrant families got on a ship and came to America to help with the Dust Bowl. So, and probably some people from Israel, or some people that knew of desert conditions and how to stop it. So anyway, after 500 or a couple thousand years of helping people and inventing people and always being that person that ordered the trains to roll in, like I say, it was with great pride and great honor that I wasted money, and I accumulated quite a sum of money after a while. Well, my inventions really took off. Like I say, steam trains and some other things, it was really hingent on, or dependent on, the metal. But I had helped feed people and helped with the plows and everything else like that so much that I just kind of collected people and collected a group, and we just kind of worked together. And like I say, and towards the end there, like I say, I had this real fierce feeling of, it was me and my people. It was me and my people in the desert. It was me and my people in Germany. It was me and my people wherever, in the snow, wherever they were. Humanity. It didn't matter. Food to Africa. Wherever my people were, or wherever people were, are in need of help. So, and I was really rich enough and a good enough inventor that I had these great big huge steamships. So anyway, yeah. So it's ancient history now, and I guess pretty much over with, basically, because yay, civilization, woohoo! But in those beginning days, when there wasn't civilization, when we were first getting toilets and we were first getting aqueducts, and it was a struggle, and I came out as this massively wealthy, massively powerful inventor. So anyway, I'm basically creator to humanity as well. So added benefit. Yeah, I mean, I'm the one people know as Lucifer or the devil, or although I don't really like the name devil. You could also call me creator, or just that great person that had a hell of a lot of money and a hell of a lot of power and always helped whenever anybody was being stepped on. So, yeah, for thousands of years. Basically to try and protect the weak. You know, sometimes there were just simple farmers and somebody had guns, and so sometimes we were late. Sometimes we were able to do something. Sometimes it was just giving the farms back to next of kin. Like, oh, we're sorry, your family wherever died. You can have this farm if you want, or we can sell it and give you the money. Like I said, sometimes something bad would happen. Like there'd be a war or something and somebody would die, and I'd just be like, all right, I'll buy the land and just give them the money wherever they are. Just translate it, whatever, you know, take the metal. You know, like I said, I had a freight empire that was in multi-country, so I was like, well, they don't want to live there. It's like, okay, the land's now mine, figure out how much it's worth, and then give them the money for it. So we'll just do that if they don't want the land. So I'll take the land. And then I'll just, I'll just be like, well, then send a family or someone there to do something with the land, if you can. So I had a team doing that too. You know, just looking at, when somebody would die somewhere, it's like, okay, well, all right, well, we'll buy your land off of you, and we'll give them the money, and, just, that's kind of also how the church ended up with so much land, is people would die, or people would give it to the church, and basically I'd be like, okay, take the money from there, give it to them, and maybe set up a farm there or something. So anyway, over like 100 years, I kind of just start accumulating all this land. Because people die, or there's war, or that guy slept with that guy's wife, and then that girl, or they shot them, or something else like that, and it's like, well, no one wants the land, or, or there's no next of kin, or they just want money. It's like, okay, well, all right, buy the land. Hey, it's land. So, okay. Even land in the desert. It's like, all right, I'll buy it. This desert is mine. Ha ha ha. It's like, what are you going to do with the desert? Mine for minerals? Dig a hole. See what's down there. Seriously, I probably ended up with the desert, and I was like, well, dig a hole, see if there's anything underneath the sand. See what's down there. Maybe there's metal. Who knows? I was like, what? Pay a group $1,000 to go dig a hole in the desert and see what's down underneath the sand. I was like, I've always wondered, what's underneath the sand? Does it go down forever, or does it stop? So, yeah. I mean, that's over the centuries. Yeah, that's kind of how it all happened. So, strange, I know, but, when you're creator to humanity and someone, great inventor, I was just trying to help out, just trying to, they're my humans. Like, even black people, I don't know where they came from exactly, but they're here on this earth now, so, they're part of civilization. Like I said to some people, I was like, look, whether you like it or not, you're part of civilization. So, you can be a positive part, or you can be a negative part. So, anyway, most people were like, oh, okay, we'll be a positive part. It's like, okay, cool. Here's some money. Go do something. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've just always been creator to humanity, so I've been around for a while, and I've led humanity for a long time. I love my people. So, anyway, yeah, the real Lucifer.